Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play on first down will give 4 up to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now this is Battle. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. With it is Brown. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Murray now. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Second and 11. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Battle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Going to give it to Battle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. Battle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Battle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Battle. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Ravens take over the first down again at their own 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. 13. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here at 1st and 10.
Coming in, he really gets a chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Second and 7. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. In motion, the tight end. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Battle. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Hey, middle.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
first and 10. It's Dobbins. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jackson. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now it's Jackson. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Dobbins once more, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Taken at about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Here's Jackson. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 29 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Murray. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Hey. Throwing again, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action now. Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. But that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And Thomas has it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 62 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Murray again. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down. And he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Melvin Ingram buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray now. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They'll run for it with counter. And he's able to get it to to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Battle. And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Murray off play action. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the kick now, a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashard Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw is Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Murray now to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Now Murray. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing again, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray to air it out again. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, 1st-round pick back in 2012. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Bulldozes past him. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 128 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay, and really pouring it on now are the Falcons. A win would be their first of the young season. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And that's complete to Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Yeah. You change it. Go ahead.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. They find some open field here. 151 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. We'll see always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Ravens, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next.